doing tonight? I miss you so much. Oh my gosh, so great to like virtually. How are you doing? How's your week been? I miss coming to visit you. Trunk in the front, ain't no stunt, that's extortion. I'm lost in a fortress, mistress in the dirt. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys. I am excited tonight to have you guys speak with this young king tonight. You guys know I'm from the city of Toronto, so whenever I have a chance to speak to people from my city, it's super, super exciting. So let's give our guest artist, Asun Eastwood, warm welcome tonight. One moment. Let's get him in here. Mr. T. Ford! Oh my gosh.
Peace. How you doing, Queen?
Let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit. How you doing, Queen? Hey.
Just vibe with me for a minute.
Hey. Catch that vibe. Ah, that's my joint. Oh. I love even the real song. What the sample say? I made 2 bands today.
But hold on. I just got one more. You got a lot, but I just got one more.
Let's go.
I got one more. Vibe with me.
I'm vibing. I'm here. Okay, that's Five by Death. I love this girl too. These dead faces. I'm inspired by these dead faces. I see you.
Tonight, I am very excited. We have Asun Eastwood in the building tonight.
Toma.
How are you doing, King?
I'm great, Queen. It's good to lock in with a beautiful black woman like yourself and talk my shit.
Thank you. Let me talk my shit.
Let's go. The sound effects and everything. Let's go.
Do you have people like... Because now you're definitely, I would say, you definitely have more than a buzz going on for yourself, even though you've definitely been putting in that work over the years.
Thank you.
But definitely that buzz is coming more now than before. And do you have people like kind of saying that to you? Because let me tell you, one of my groups, you know, shout outs to Griselda. And I always tell my friends, like, yo, if I see any of them, I'm going to just be like, boo, 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 right away.
Of course. We all doing that. We all doing that.
It's let me talk my
shit. You know what's funny? The one I get the most, though, is Toma. I was walking downtown, like Queen and Spadina. And this was in COVID time, like, this is maybe like September, and I was looking to see if any restaurants were open because I was gonna have a business meeting.
Yeah.
And I walked by New Hope Garden over there.
Yeah.
So boom, I get there, I'm like close, and all I hear is Toma. I'm like, what the fuck? And this dude runs up to me and masks, right? So I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm nervous, like, yo, what's gonna happen right now?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I just love your music, man, you know, da. So I'm like, cool, you know. I literally walked down the street 5 more minutes, another dude, Toma. I was like, yo, this is crazy. It made me feel like something's happening, but I wasn't ready for something like that. So it's gonna be interesting.
Jeez. But it's time. Like
it is
time. You know,
100%.
A lot of that whack shit is getting phased out. Like, the most exciting part about like hip hop right now is it's getting back that feeling. Like,
it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it is.
You know, my top 3, Rick Ross is definitely in that top 3. And I
like
say,
the boss.
And I say Asun Eastwood definitely carries that energy, and it's from the city.
From right here, putting it on my back from right here. Let's go.
Listen. What is, like, first of all, I never met anyone from Belize. So let's start there.
Start from Belize, all right. You're gonna get me talking for real.
I'm with it. It's all about you tonight. We're celebrating you. I'm
Thank
not
you.
waiting to say no RIP. I thank you for taking the chance on me and honoring me with this conversation tonight. I just love the realness. You can be real with me. It's a safe space. You know?
Thank you.
I'm here.
I feel that energy.
No problem.
I researched too. I've been watching some of your interviews, so I feel that energy. Got to.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
But being from Belize, I've never met anyone from Belize, so I'm not going to pretend to know anything about what's happening over there. I know Asun Eastwood. That's it.
Okay. So you got a lot to learn. Here's something easy. Well, Belize, every time we get one, we lose one. So I'm going to start with first. I'll say Shine.
Yes. Oh my God.
The first. Yes, Shine. And Shine is
you didn't lose him.
We didn't, but this is the thing. Shine's father is the Prime Minister of Belize, right? Prime Minister. He's like, your dad is Trudeau. You know what I mean? So his dad's been a politician his whole life, really, even before he was a Prime Minister. He's Belize's first black Prime Minister.
Wow.
So you got to know, in those countries, men of power are very promiscuous. You know what I mean? They have a lot of kids. They have a lot of kids outside with their family life, right? Yeah. So Sean's mother is kind of more like a outside, right? So she went to New York as like, I don't know how well taken care. I hear stories and I can't speak on that, but like he doesn't really, at his growing up is not really conducive to being Belizean, like that full pride, right? So like, then you think about, as a Belizean, you hear a song with Barrington Levy, you know, you hear the Bad Boy joint.
Wow.
What? And you see that video, and you see that video, and me being Belizean's like, yo, why wouldn't you go to Belize and shoot that?
Where was that? In Miami?
That's in Jamaica. Like they did like the belly type of scenes where the kids are knocking on the car and everything, and then you have the man's spraying the fire cans and all that type of stuff.
I feel like that was more because of like the Barrington Levi. He was
and that's fine. And that's fine. It could be that. But when you're becoming a force, this is how I see it.
And probably even that too, because his dad was a politician.
And that's what I'm saying. So now his Belizean roots really don't get exposed until he goes to jail. And him going to jail now, he's deported back to Belize, right? And he never really was of the people at the start. Now he's doing big things. Now he's giving back. Now he's like he wasn't the music ambassador. Now he's actually in a section, Mesopotamia, and he gives back a lot. He's actually in the politics now.
He's been a solid dude though on either side. I've always watching the span of his career. That's why I said I don't really feel like we lost him, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So as being proud, like, yo, we got someone, let's say, you know, maybe Trinities might say like Nicki Minaj, or Jamaicans might say Usain Bolt. We got someone on a level that we can hold as our own.
Yeah.
So here's another one now. The other one we about to get, Marion Jones. Okay. And then we all know what happened with Marion Jones, the steroids. We lose her. She goes to jail. She gets all her, she ran. Belizeans feel like, yo, because she ran on the track when she won all those gold medals, she held the Belizean flag on her back. Yeah. That was huge. And right after that was a downfall. So, like, I feel this pressure that's like, not pressure, I feel this necessity to definitely rep my culture and show it. And besides all that, we're lost in Belize as like the Latin America doesn't really claim us. And
so let me be, geography is not my strong suit. I'm not going to pretend to be smart. So where is
it located?
Like, if I'm flying out from Toronto, YYZ.
Yeah.
Is that because I know, like, I can say Jamaica, okay, I know that's 3.5, 4 hours. Yep. What direction is Belize and how long is it taking me?
So this is where I'm going to blow your mind right now. So boom. Belize is south of Mexico, on the coast of the Caribbean, east of Guatemala. So the time to fly to Belize is the same amount of time to fly to Jamaica. Now, this is even more important. We're the only place in Central America that speaks English first. We do not speak Spanish first.
Spanish first.
We speak dialect, which is called, you guys call it patois. we call it Creole, but not French Creole. Not French Creole. We speak English Creole, which is broken English.
Am I allowed to ask for a little sample, or am I going too far?
And this is how far it's going to go. It's going to sound like Jamaican because we are British, right?
Okay.
So our dialect, when people hear my pop speak, which is a Spanish man.
I'm woke. I'm here with you.
You see what I'm saying? So when they hear my pop speak as a Spanish man, like, yo, why does your pop sound Jamaican? So we were colonized right after Jamaica. And then Marcus Garvey actually was a big influence in Belize, which is also the Jamaican soldiers train in Belize. So we're very much Jamaican influence, pretty much in comparison to all the other places, right? But Belize still stands on its own because we do have Spanish influence and we do have Caribs. So here's another Belizean. OT Genesis is Belizean. And dark-skinned people, there's a heavy amount of dark-skinned people we call them Gary Funna. That's the culture, right? And they even have their own language. Gary Funna? Gary Funna, yeah.
Gary Funna.
Gary Funna.
And are you guys like dissing us? Like, what does that?
No, that's actually their culture. It's like, it's more even because they were independent before. They weren't really ever slaves. Like, they're just straight Belizean.
Jeez.
Like, it's just
so the more like
Belize is very much a rebel country to like America. That's why we don't get put on the map. To America, there's no laws. Everyone that runs away, that's a criminal from America, runs to Belize because they can't fuck with us. They can't go and extradite nobody. So we have a lot of power, but we're very strong.
Okay, so because I'm a bit of a nerd, you're getting me into my nerd bag very early.
I'm a nerd too. Nerd is cool.
I love it. I love it. Because I love like watching those history movies, like Queen Elizabeth, anything like when they were just squatting really wassy, like all of it.
Word.
You know?
Me too.
And like you describing that, like obviously it's the history of where you're from. But it's like, yo, like for Belize to still be considered a rebel country in 2021. Like, you know those videos on YouTube when there's like villages people still can't access?
Yeah.
You guys are pretty much almost on that list.
So no, when you're saying it's not like that still.
Okay.
That's going still too far.
Okay.
But we're in commerce and like, for instance, we are rebels for environment. So we haven't, me going back to Belize now from when I was born, much hasn't changed. Industry doesn't really hit there. There's no McDonald's. Like when I go to Jamaica, when I go to Barbados, when I've been to Bahamas, those places is like, what? Everything in Belize is natural. We don't have resorts. There's no all-inclusive resorts.
Jeez.
No, we have resorts, but not all-inclusive.
So like if I go to Belize right now, I have to know someone there.
Not necessarily either. We do have business naturally, just not on that level. Like we don't have like the Ryu. We don't have the big, massive thing.
Big
but,
chains.
like my uncle owns a resort. Like he owns a resort, but it's not massive in that level.
It's like villa.
Yeah, it's like villa vibe.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Which is still like, in my opinion, that's the way to go.
And that's where we're gonna win, because so even like early our government tried to do that bullshit where it's like sell our land away to the Americans.
Yes.
And in Belize, we have a lot of keys, like little mini islands. And early, the government sold one of the keys to an American, and the American made it private. And no Belizean could ever go on there again. So we learned from that lesson pretty quickly, and we never really gave up our shit. Like, I know in Jamaica, there's a lot of things that...
And that makes sense when Marcus Garvey was like, yo...
Bong.
Because his story... Yeah. I don't want to bore the people, but we can definitely... I can talk about those things like forever, but like that makes so much sense why he decided to like mess with y'all.
Absolutely.
Heavy.
Farrakhan comes out there too as well. Louis Farrakhan.
Heavy. So okay, I don't even know where to start. Like this conversation started so heavy. It's a great time. Inspired by death. What first grabbed my attention is, I'm not gonna lie, is Nipsey. R.I.P. Nip. He'll always have a special place to me.
Absolutely. Nipsey is the truth. The truth. It hurts me that we lost someone like that in the rap world that talks truth so much. That's painful.
what gave you the balls to say, I'm going to put a cartoon, a nip,
it's
in a video?
I think it was just
I love the concept.
Great job. It had to be done. It's funny because I was watching Selena, you know, that new Netflix Selena shit.
I didn't get to watch it yet, but I seen it.
So I just put it on and I'm like, I can't, because I remember the original Selena movie with J-Lo and it didn't hit like that, and I was like, and then at the same time my dude Twinning sent me that beat, and then I was like, yo, I forget what the sample really says, but it just automatically, I'm like, yo, I feel like writing. And I went in and I walked past Miles Davis in my office. I got Miles Davis. I got Sam Cooke. I got all these pictures of all these people that just inspired me. And the first few bars came out, and I was like, yo, we got to mention Nip now. We got to mention these people that passed, and all these people just, I think that Nip is kind of what Tupac kind of was for this generation, but even more for me. When Tupac died, I was probably 13, right? 13, 96, 97, 13. So now 97. So now I'm an older age to really understand him in the moment. You know what I mean? I'm older than Nipsey even. So I could see what his plight was coming all the way. Tupac's plight makes a Nipsey exist, period. Yeah. But the power that someone from an area like that's also gangster and a gentleman and has so much things, he's settled down. He kind of has, he's looks like he has a serious family, you know, and he's getting into stocks and real estate and land.
Just
like all those type of things is where I'm at. Yeah. So I just resonate with the human even more than the music, and the music's still fire. Exactly. So it's like, yo, that Nipsey special. I just felt like. Me and my wife talk about him all the time, so it's like, why not? Why not put him in the bars and make the cartoon and make something dope?
No, legit. I definitely, that one hit heavier than like anticipated, you know, because of everything of what you just described, what he represented, and you know the real energy that he brought, the people that co-signed him, like it was a real nigga energy, for real.
Real nigga energy, absolutely. So, 100%.
Yeah, that's a lot to. It's a lot to process, you know. Yeah. I was speaking earlier with Lil Nitty. Shout outs to him. I recently lost someone yesterday morning, and I was like, "Thank you." And I was like, "Yo, processing loss, like especially when it happens to a certain, you know, you've been through it. I listen to your music. You've been through it." How do you be real with me? You know, how is one of the ways that you genuinely cope with the loss in your life?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Pisces, right? And I'll go into the zodiac a little bit. But I actually got there's a time, I forget when, maybe like 2016. Someone read my birth. They bought it for me for my birthday, and zodiac things weren't really anything I was ever really into until this kind of happened. And I was like, you know, let's see what, and I didn't take it serious. And then it's funny just looking 5 or 6 years back of what someone's kind of saying, what the stars is telling you and where you're going to go. And I'm like, nah, you're talking shit, you know, and seeing where I am now, where it makes sense. So that leads me to say, I'm a Pisces, I'm emotional, right? Emotion is natural for me. Like I have to let that out. And I'm extrovert, so I won't really let that out in front of people that I'm not comfortable with. You're going to see what I want you to see. But inside, that's why I have a wicked wife, a partner that can deal with me, because she knows what she's going to have to go through. she knows that it's real.
It's Women's Month. We're going to shout out
Shout out the woman. Shout out the woman. A black queen that's been through a lot, you know, a lot.
Shout out to you, queen.
Thank you. And when death happens in my life, I fucking get reckless. Like my initial response when I was younger, I'm gonna drink a lot more. I'm gonna abuse whatever I am enjoying, and that could even be sexual, whatever. I need release. I need to feel joy. Until that becomes, when I was younger, that would become terrible, and I could get myself out because then it doesn't feel good anymore. So that's how long it would take me to get out of it. Now what I do is, knowing that energy, I'll just meditate on it and just get angry in the moment with myself, whether it's a workout or whether it's fucking maybe even still a drink. And I will just realize how selfish I am. I just say to myself, yo, that's fucking selfish, because you know better that energy carries on. Everything you're doing is selfish, right? And if it's family involved too, where we're losing someone that I lost, people that I did business with that also helped me help feed myself and my family, and they were feeding their family.
Yes.
That's even more of a challenge, because responsibility comes with that. So I think that death, rest in peace, Hollywood Briggs, that death brought me a lot of knowing myself, where like, yo, step up. You cannot be soft right now. You have no time to be soft. So that challenge allows me
to... is that I know you're a Black man, we're strong, or I get it, but is that really fair to you? Like, is there really no time that you can be? And
that's why it works for me, because I can be soft at home with my wife. So I get that there. But when I step out, it's like, yo, everyone else is hurt. Why? I can't bring that energy. Like I could, and that's fair, because other dudes would bring it too, but that's just not my personality. I'm a person that, even with a whole thing, like walk in the room, I want to make this room warm. You know what I mean? I want everything to feel warm. I want people to feel comfortable, especially if it's my room. Anyone that comes in, even if you're a stranger, I'm going to make you feel warm, you know, and that's my personality. So naturally, that's what I do. But yeah, being soft at home, that's what I do. Like, get it all out. She knows, she gives me space. Space is my thing. You give me space, yo, buy me a Rolex or give me space. Give me space. That's that value to me. That's valuable. I'm around so much that being alone is my value.
Wow. Is that, and you don't have to answer if you're uncomfortable with that, but with that dynamic, because obviously that is part of being an artist, right? Where your partner sometimes, most times, has to kind of like adjust to your lifestyle, because you need space for creativity, you need the many list of things. You just need to get out of your head. You need to just be by yourself for a moment. How do you guys deal with those moments, or those moments when you're feeling like that in a healthy way?
Deal with what specifically?
Like the conversations of her understanding to be like, okay, I need to be alone right now. It's nothing like personal.
Yeah. I deal with it like this, because I used to just be passive aggressive early in a relationship, right? And especially when you're not living with somebody, getting comfortable with somebody, like, again, I like comfort. I used to tend to want to make her feel that way, feel like you should know I have it. But quickly, I don't even want to say it's women's month. I'm not going to say that.
You can be
I almost said something wrong.
I feel like whatever it is, though, like, you're being real with me, so I know your intentions. You're being genuine.
Yeah. This comes with just how I've been. It's female energy to be passive aggressive. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. You know what I mean? So and then she won't be. So it's like, yo, just tell me what it is, because that's all I ask for her. So it's just, yo, I need space. And she doesn't flinch her. I need space. All right, cool. We're in a condo. Like, yeah, you need space. You know what I mean? So it's our communication level is everything. Like, I say it in some songs, like, just tell her. Just tell her. Just tell her exactly what it. When you tell someone and this is business too, you tell someone exactly what you want, there's no space for error. And you're the only to blame if you don't tell them what you want and don't get what you want. You know what I mean? So it's everything is on the table, and take it or leave it. And compromise is necessary in a relationship. But there's certain things that are I can't compromise, you know? That's a hard thing. Like, I have to be happy, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
That is a definite. We do have to do the things in life that make us happy, especially with this whole pandemic. It's something that none of us have ever experienced in our entire lives. So it's like, if there's ever a moment now to like do what makes you happy, that's just what has to be done.
Right.
What are one of the things you would say is that makes you happy in your art?
Just writing. I'm a writer by nature. Like, yo, honestly, I just love this shit. I can't lie. I just love this shit. I was telling Merciless the other day, like, yo, I really love this shit. Like, I go there and I release. Like, you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm pushed and pulled all the time. And one thing is with COVID, it gave me a lot of time to not get pushed and pulled. So I really got time to really sit down with this craft. So over COVID, my skill level has went to another level because of it. And all the stuff you're seeing right now, like I have 8 albums ready to go.
Let me
talk that shit.
Hold up.
Hey.
So, I was about to ask, but you just threw that one at me.
Hey, I felt it.
Okay. So
no games.
I want to, like, there's so much I definitely obviously want to ask you. I am respectful of your time. I know we agreed on 30 minutes, but I'm enjoying the conversation. Feel free to let me know. And I gotta go.
We rolling. I'm with it.
Cool. And thank you, wifey.
You know, she's somewhere in the back lurking, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
You know, when it comes to your writing process, because you mentioned that, obviously, I said to you, Ross is part of my top 3. So obviously, you know, the pen is something that I do admire with you. I do hear you making that effort to not make lazy bars. You're giving us flavor. You're giving us education. You're giving us, you're tying it all in. And then I feel like I'm just on a yacht, luxury vibes, while listening to your music, you know?
Right.
It's a great energy. That's my personal favorites when it comes to hip hop, right? But I appreciate the sound. But when it comes to your writing process, you mentioned that you feel like you could tell you've gotten better. What is one of the ways that you feel you could tell that you're getting better with your pen?
The first thing that majorly changed, because I realized that as far as writing is, I haven't changed so much as like content. I just got tighter. Like, confidence in hip hop, which is a competitive and confident sport. Confidence is everything. And being so comfortable in that booth, because I'm going there every day, 4 times a day. And I'm going to a place. At first, I was going to a place where I know Styles P's at, where Ghostface went to, where all these people have been to, and there's plenty to name. So my engineer is judging me, and Merciless gives no emotion, none. I've been recording there from like 2017. So from 2017 to 2020, I'm getting no emotion, and all of a sudden, like March and April, everything's clicking. And he's like, yo, and he's having reactions like crazy. And he's like, yo, one day he came out and he's like, yo, not to blow up your head, yo, you're top 3 that I've ever recorded. And I was like, okay, that's it. So now you really put the battery in my back, because I felt that way, but I sometimes you need to hear some shit. And that's why I think even for my brothers, like my brother Snacks right now that just dropped an album, I like to, it's so a confidence thing that I never always had those reinforcements. And because it's so competitive, your peer rarely gives you those reinforcements until you're making waves.
What do you say?
Now I'm starting to see the young boys. I'm like, yo, I could tell the ones that have it. And yo, go, stop playing around. And just like I said with my relationship, tell them what I want. Like today we're in the studio, I was saying, yo, your tone, like you got everything, but your tone's not there. Yeah. Get that tone right. And just being upfront. I like upfront criticism. Tell me what's right. That's how I operate. Then I'll go in.
Legit.
So, yeah.
But when it comes to, wow, you said a lot, right? But you're speaking on as well. You mentioned something in there. I want to get it right. I know I probably won't get it exact. But the fact of like, when you're writing, you want people to be real with you. Or or not that gratification, but in a sense, that gratification for others to be like, this is happening. Do you not feel it when you're writing the bars to be like, yo, this this is a bar.
This is crazy.
Do you really like
There's no way I don't feel like that after every single verse. Like, I feel like that every verse. Like, ooh, this is the one. And before, though, this is what I do that would be the mistake, too. I would sit on it. And this is a problem with artists, too. They sit on shit. And then they, even after they record it, they sit on it. And then they sit on it. Oh, I'm tired of hearing this. But you're the only one hearing this.
What are you?
When you put it out there, no one's heard it. It's brand new. It's fresh. So go and push it out. So that's really what the difference is too. Like, all right, let's not sit on this. Let me move to the next one. Next one. I'm listening to songs that I did 8 months ago. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about this shit. This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's keeping me fresh. So so now when the product's getting packaged, okay, we'll finish this, wrap it up nice, because recording and all that artistry is so fun. But then the business part, getting your artwork together, I'm pressing CDs, I'm pressing vinyls, I'm doing all these things that these artists, new artists, don't do, which they should very well be doing, because there's a market, there's something tangible. I'm doing all this stuff that takes time, and that takes away. I'm a self-entity, so that takes from my process. Like the reason why I couldn't have this interview with you last week was because the vinyls came in, and I did a pre-order. Nice. I did a pre-order, and a pre-order, I had about 130 to ship, which means I had to, hold on, let me show you. I had to package 130 of these. And this looks cute. It looks cool, but putting everything in there, and people want it a specific way because it's valuable. You have to package it neatly and nicely so it doesn't get smashed.
Yeah.
Look, that took me, I was up, the first day I was up for... I got the vinyl at 12 o'clock. I looked up. It was 4:30 a.m. I didn't eat. I didn't stop. And I was like, yo, this is trippy. But because it's my business,
you got to
love it. I love it. Like, I'm energized. Yo, let me go to sleep. I woke up at like 10 a.m., worked out, and boom. Went for a whole nother like 14 hours. I had overall, I think I calculated like 48 hours to do all this shit. And then bring it to the store. And I bring it to the shipping company. So this whole process now, so I lose in essence maybe 4, and then I have to go and just get my energy back and feel good. I lost 5 days of creativity because I'm creating every day. So I love math. I love weighing everything in the video. Okay, this costs this amount of time. I listen to
your music.
This costs this time. That costs this time. I'm £5
minimum.
£5. Talk that shit. Those are the classics. Hey, that's my pops on the start of that album, start of that song. That's talking. That's Patois right there.
Okay.
That's the Creole right there.
You know what? Shout outs to, I see some guys in here, and I'm like, yo, if you were to do tracks with these guys, I'm happy they're in here tonight. Shout out to Darby Benson.
I see some, but they're flying by quickly.
Yeah, shout out to
everybody
Kimbola.
In this.
I
see you, Ben.
Yeah, like for real, these people, I would love for you to really like thinking about the music I hear them make and what you make. Like Toronto, we really gotta.
Let's do it. I'm about that. Wino Willie, what up? Snacks, I see you.
Yeah,
I saw my
Snacks.
uncle too.
Shout outs to everyone.
Yeah,
thank you guys. Flowers. Mercenary Production. Shout outs to you guys.
Legend.
Clean work. Clean work.
Yeah, legends in the building, man.
Legendary.
Legends in the building.
Legendary.
My pops is in
shout
here
outs
too.
to you guys.
He's in here too.
But tonight is about you, Asun. I didn't want anyone to feel, but tonight is about you and you receiving the flowers because you do deserve it. You do deserve it. Speaking with you, I'm very privileged to have this conversation because you have sense. I'm talking with a Toronto person, so I can say it just straight like that,
I know. That's unfortunate to hear. That's unfortunate to hear, though. Yeah.
I look at your packaging. I look at the rollout. Like, even the way you're speaking about the days you get off creating, you can calculate with this, like, everything. You take the time. Was it always like this for you? Because a lot of artists may see you and what you're putting out today and feel like, oh, like, it's so hard. Like, how does he do this? But it didn't always start like that for you.
No. You know what? It was always like this with the wrong thing. I'll just leave it at that. With the wrong thing. I put my passion and energy into the wrong things. I was great at the wrong things, but I transitioned out and bought some property, put passion and energy into that. I didn't finish high school at high school times. I finished high school at 30 because my mom asked for that. And then doing that at 30, now said, oh, you're good. You should go to college. All right, let me try that. And that's when I started seeing that, okay, let me transition a little bit into something that is honorable and has longevity, right? And around the time I'm meeting my queen and stuff. So it's like all these things came to fit right. But the energy of me, like the go-getting nature and all that type of stuff, that's always been me. It's just I was go-getting in the things that were wrong, if you feel what I'm saying.
So in your music, you know, I see a lot of familiar places, and I really do appreciate the shots, because even with the telly, I'm not even gonna go into deep description, but with the telly, I'm like, I've never seen the roof of that telly in all the years.
I know.
So you really like, just like things like that, I'm like, you really take the time.
For sure. And I can't take 100%. This is the thing. With that
the drone shots,
that whole visual,
yeah,
I was like, I just want to go in and out the telly in slow motion, and I want the whole song to play.
So sexy.
and look, Mercenary's like, yo, you can't do 3-minute video, just one shot. I'm like, oh, I can't? And he's like, we got something better to do. And Mercenary took what I had as an idea and just elevated that shit. And
he did his
I get a lot of Toronto love, because a lot of people's like, yo, this is my area. And it's so organic too, where we just went in there, and this is what made me realize too. And one of the places there, there's no vacancy. Like, people are living there with kids, and like grown kids in a 1-bedroom motel, you know, and with nothing. I'm like, yo, knock on the door. I'm like, yo, I'll give you $200 for me to shoot here right now. And they're like, all right. And then now they're calling their kids, get out of the room. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm feeling bad. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then I'm like, yo, Merce, hold on. I'm running home. I'm like, yo, what size shoes do you guys wear? Run home, go get some shoes. Like, here, thank you for letting me use this. You know what? To me, giving back, and that's a minor. That's a minor. That's not even a subtle. That's so minor. It's just, it made me see the state of what's happening here. And what's going to happen is they're going to tear this shit down. They're going to tear all that Kingston Road down. They're going to make it, when those subways come in, this is New York City growing into. These are going to be like boroughs, like Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. Our pace of population growth is happening at such a... We're about to get casinos in Pickering. Yeah. The pace. Yeah. So now, how do we change our legacy? Buying it. The Jews did it from time. They always do it. Let's buy it cheap. And then when it grows to be whatever, and not buying it and getting a mortgage is not enough. You got to buy it, hold on to it, pay for the mortgage, and pass it down.
Exactly.
Because now, if you don't pass that shit down, then you just got paid out for nothing. And the next man's going to get rich as shit and leave that legacy. So I just see the game that's being played out here. And I am playing Monopoly in this motherfucker right now. And music is just a way for me to continue playing this game and branding and all that type of stuff. And when I get really there, then you're going to see me in the politics, and you're going to see me out here fucking fighting for my people on some real shit. What I'm doing right now is basic.
Yeah.
When I get that real power, different motives we're talking about. And we're going to feed real people. And we're going to feed our people. We're going to build communities. Let's go. And that, shout out to Nip. That's Nip right there, too, influence.
Facts.
Right there.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Real nigga shit.
Real nigga shit.
Love it. Love it. Ooh, you said, like, just, you know what I mean? Like, how many times are man's doing a video shoot and making sure you're not just pulling up on the block to look? No. You see what I'm saying? You're feeding the youth. You're making sure everyone's blessed. Like, like, who raised you? That's what you got to ask.
You know what? And this is the thing. And this is where I know I got benefits. I have a father that raised me.
That's what I was going to ask you. And in your music, you talk about it.
I talk about him all the time.
Yes.
And also, he helped with other kids in the block. And that's what I realized, because I'm like, before I would be like, yo, my pops would try and keep it away from me because he's done a lot more than I could ever do. Yeah. So I wouldn't call it a mistake. It was just, that activated me because I'm a rebellious nature. Mm. But all my friends know his history straight from the cow's mouth, horse's mouth, however that saying goes. I'm hearing the history from my friends and people in Belize and people over here and there, and he's not telling me the history. So that made me rebel. But I realized that those people need to know so they don't go down the path. But I still need to know too. But
I feel
I
like
say that.
we have to know the mistakes that, like we were saying earlier, when you watch those historic, like one of my favorite ones, the age of the golden age, and it's about Queen Elizabeth. Like, we need to see the rise and the fall and how things went, because even when you watch those things, it's not much different than how things are done now. It's just it's like Inception. It's just a different layout,
a different place, different shit, different toilet, same shit, or same shit, different toilet, whatever the shit is. But I say that to say my pops helped a lot of people there, and when I got older, I realized what he was doing, and he realized that I wasn't just a fool, and I turned my bad situation good too. So I just realized my job is to advance what my pops gave me. Still, financially, it wasn't the greatest, you know what I mean? The struggle. People see two-parent homes and think, oh, this is great. Like, we're in Ontario housing. We were bouncing from co-op to co-op. Shit got good, and then shit got bad again because you lose a job. And that's life in our system, in our skin. It's part of it. And first generation, you know what I mean? So now my thing is to grow that. If I don't excel that, then what the fuck am I doing? I didn't do shit. I'm just here chilling. Me living a co-op right now still would be crazy to me. Crazy. Nah, I got to advance that. All right, I'm buying this. I saw the mistakes. Buy this, buy that. Let's go. Let's rent this one. Let's do this with this one. My dude Sauce, I'm going to say this right now. My dude Sauce, I'm going to tell this story for my brother. My brother right now, one of my right hands, stood up for me in my wedding. He went to jail for 6 years, had nothing going. He came outside. He said, yo, he went to jail again off of a parole, like a misconduct for another year, which was bullshit. Yeah. And he said in that state, he said to me, when I went to go visit him, he said to me, yo, all my visions right now is not in this place. And when I come out here, I'm going to change this shit. Passionate. You know what he did? He came outside. He went and got a fucking, he became an electrician, right? Boom. Took all the steps he had to do that. Boom, boom. He got married in Jamaica. He went, bought a house. And now, just the other day, he bought a triplex. He is the owner of a triplex that he's a landlord. That's a man that had everything to say that, yo, the whole world's against me. I could give up.
Facts.
So if anything's, who am I to, I haven't had all those triumphs besides his personal life that I'm not even going to get into.
Yeah.
He had everything against him. Black man.
Legit.
And he's killing it. He's about to change the whole perspective of his family. He's going to be a multimillionaire. He is a multimillionaire.
I don't know him, but shout out to you, King, because that's the stories we like to hear. That's what we need, you know?
That's what we need.
I was saying the other day, I'm like, literally downtown started on a Dollarama notebook, and like where things are today. Been on TMZ, been featured on Harper's Bazaar, been on TV.
Talk your shit.
You see what I'm saying? And it's
Talk
just
your
like
shit.
But it came a moment where it's just like, being first generation, there's no one you can really relate to be like, this is, who can you ask? How do I build a digital media network company? How do I do, like, there's not much, you know what I mean? But what fed me is that hunger, seeing my mom work 7 a.m. in the morning to 11 p.m. in the night, wiping old people's asses. You see what I'm saying? And when I talk to you, I'm like, proud. You understand that hunger, I can tell, is what drives you to continue. As you're saying, the music is just one level.
Yep. Just one thing. We're complex, doesn't define us. Yes. And you said, yo, fuck it. No one's going to tell me. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take my platform, whatever. You shot your shot with me. What's niggas going to do? Let's go look at her. How much followers does she have? I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck. Let me see what she's doing. I looked at it. I'm seeing, it's first I didn't even, because I saw the Downtown World. I didn't see your face like that. I'm like, okay, let me see who it is. And I'm scrolling more. And then I saw the K Blair. I'm like, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a black woman. All right. Chat, let's do that. That's a boom. And then I'm hearing your conversation with all different types of people. I'm like, what the fuck am I even thinking about? Let's do this. It didn't take me no time. I look at you on TV. I don't need credentials. I just know that there's a queen that's black from Toronto, and she's put in her work, and I see her with mad interviews. Mad interviews. I'm like, fuck, I want to be a part of her legacy. Why not? Let's go. Let's win together.
Thank you. And that's exactly the way I see it, King. And with that mentality, because it's likewise for me with you, to be honest, I just fuck with the music. And I asked him, I was like, have you heard of this, like, Asun Eastwood, like, gentleman, you know? Because I'll let any Toronto people know, you've seen the interview. I'm not into anything. I'm into what's good and that's
facts.
it.
Facts.
So you can leave all of that. And the experience I had speaking with people from all places of the world, like, you guys are really, you say Monopoly, I say chess. You guys are really thinking on some,
that's a better game.
like, you see what I'm saying? And it's way bigger than that. It's way bigger than that.
It is.
And it's very important to shout outs to the females. It's very important to build our table, you know? And thank you to kings like you that are showing support to queens and letting people know that we can all work together and build each other up. And that's how you make the ecosystem for the whole border.
That's how it works. This is how a stock works. This is how Bitcoin works. How the fuck do you make something valuable without buying it? If you don't buy it, it's not valuable. If you don't pay for the music video from your friend, it's not worth shit. If you don't buy the record, it's not worth nothing. If you don't buy the person that does your makeup, it doesn't work nothing. If you don't buy, that's how anything become value. The paper is not worth what it's printed on. The paper is shit. The weights is heavy. That can conduct metal. That's worth something. Look at what the cost of a weight to buy weights in Canada right now. It's like $3 a pound. Some dumb shit. Yeah. But then I looked at it, I'm like, that makes sense. That's a physical commodity that can be melted and done to do all types of shit. So think above the fucking make industry. Industry is created. It's not fucking given. Create it. Let's go.
So I want to speak to you about team, right? Because obviously while you do a lot on your own, I know that it cannot be done by yourself. How do you decide who's on the team? Who stays on the team?
Oof,
who does what on the team?
You know what? Because
this is your baby.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good fucking question, actually. Because this thing is forever moving still, and it's not like I'm fucking sitting here like Jay-Z right now, and I could say at that point, you know what I mean? I'm still in my very start point. So that's gonna be a revolving door probably, because it's good when you start out and everyone has the same goal, right? But not everyone has the same goal all the way through, and some people's goals I still don't even know. But I do have a very tight team, an inside circle, and those brothers I call my tribe. Those brothers are very much aware and helpful and idea makers, and we really just. I have this book I walk with. It's right there. That we just sit and build ideas and see what makes the most sense. Because collaboration,
like
a planner, collaboration works in it makes it boom. Mine's right. I'm looking at it like, why is it in front of me?
It's needed.
Because a thought will come, and then now besides the thought coming from myself, now I can bring it to the table, and I have people that I know when I'm not in the room and they speak. I can trust them fully. I know they won't make me look bad. So I'll bring those ideas to those people and let those people, all of us come to if they hate it, I'm not offended. There's no emotion when it comes to winning.
Yeah.
The emotion has to be let go. And that's a lot of times where you start.
That's a bar.
That's the times when you start losing the teammates, when emotion get involved. And those people will cut themselves out. They'll cut themselves out on their own. That's how it works. Let's go. Let's go.
I want to ask you now, because obviously one of my standout tracks as well, the video, the track itself, 5 pound minimum, heavy. Heavy. What inspired that track? It seemed to me like you were telling a story, kind of like how Meek would have his dreams and nightmares. That's the feeling I got.
It actually was that type of feeling. It actually is that type.
Hearing the intro to Pim,
now
I'm kind of like indifferent, but I'm gonna still go with it. So let's start with 5 pound minimum. What inspired you to just lay that all out on the track like that?
You know what? So this is where 5 pound minimum is 2016 Ace. So that's when that track was done.
2016 was a heavy year for a lot of folks.
Heavy year. And that time, it's more of an introduction to me because that's me coming back in this game. So I was just at 5 Pound Minimum, started with my dad talking about, you know, he bring back.
Was that your father?
Yeah, bring back weed from Belize and saying that, yo, you know, it had to be 5 Pound Minimum. Like I wasn't fucking with. That's a true story. And we're past that time where any problems can happen. That's done.
I'm not glad out here, so don't worry.
Yeah, I know that too, but other places it was too. So
I
anyway,
feel you. Yeah.
Anyway, talking too much. So boom.
Yeah.
Now that was just to show people I have my Belize bag too and stuff, just to show a little bit personal. I think with me, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm gonna write that. That's how my natural pen is gonna be me and my people. So now. That's pretty much it. That's just me giving out me. People don't really know how real this thing is.
They get to know the more personal side to you.
Know
more
where
of
I
your
come
story.
from. Where I come
exactly.
from.
And I definitely got that.
Yeah.
So job well done. Job well done.
Thank you.
Now another recent moment to me.
Yeah. Not
another
guys. I like that hashtag.
It's facts though.
I like the hashtag. That's facts. That's facts.
Another recent moment that stood out for me with you was your Toronto rappers freestyle. Shout outs to them.
Shout out.
You ate that. You ate that.
Cool. Had to.
Talking about that's cheese.
That's cheese.
Good.
I had to talk my shit. Had to.
That's cheese, nigga.
That fondue. They don't know about that.
If you don't mind, I don't know if I'm breaking any rules, but how did that come about? Like, I love freestyles. You know, I will always forever talk about Big Tig in the basement, just getting that energy, that vibe. Yeah. And you know it's real when you gotta stand up in front of the TV and be like, like you're like I'm there with you in the booth.
Yeah, how you let me in here. And you see, the thing is that happened with that. I've been wanting this in Toronto so badly. And I just felt from 2016 that I felt like, why are they overlooking us? And have like even, no disrespect to the trap niggas, but trap niggas don't need to go and freestyle in the booth, bro. Like, you just don't need to do that. Like, so I always said, yo, and I can't lie, this is where I used to think emotionally. And this is for rappers that might be thinking emotionally and saying, I need to be on there. I used to say, I need to be on there. And I used to also say, yo, if they ever hit me up, I'm going to shit on them. I used to be like that. And then I thought, yo, why are you being so sad? No one knows you, nigga. No one cares about you, nigga.
But that's in the sense you do have to have that energy and mentality to survive in this.
Get your shit up and let them know that you exist out here. That they can't deny but call you and knock your phone down and say, yo, we need you. All right. And when that time actually happened, like I told you, this pen is flying. So naturally,
8 albums in the chamber.
Naturally, everything I'm doing is flying. Give me that shit. Oh, now, okay, let me put some fly shit on. Give him this. Put this shit on. Let me talk that shit because I can go. And I just showed, even he's looking at me like, oh shit, you're snapping. Like, I know. It's time. Let's go. Call me again.
That stuff like gets me like, it literally gets me so excited. Like, don't ever look at me, Asun, and feel like I'm like these regular girls. Let me tell you, I'm watching Drink Chance in the crib. I'm doing it. Okay?
I could tell.
Listen.
I could tell.
Listen. And it gets me super excited because I'm like, finally, like, there's a niche of like niggas like yourself. You see what I'm saying? That carry that energy, that wealth rap, that luxury rap. I don't even know what to, you know what I mean? Probably describe that real nigga rap, like whatever niggas want to call it. Yeah. But it's here, and I'm here for it, and it's exciting.
And it's going to get better.
So I see that, like, you collab with producers, but I really see you, like, collab with other artists. So just out of curiosity, it doesn't have to be people that you know that you, like, have connection with or whatever the situation is, but who are some artists that, if you have the opportunity or however life goes, you would love to collaborate with, or artists that also inspire you?
Oh man, I want the GOATs, man. I like this. You know, this is what's funny with me. You know what? Because I always said Ghostface, but that's done now. You guys just haven't heard it. I always said. RZA.
Hold up, though.
Yeah.
Are you telling me what I thought you just told me?
Hell yeah. That's done. I always said Styles
Are you
P.
telling me one of my favorite fucking rappers alive?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's done. I always said Styles P. Styles P. That's done too. We did that.
Do you see this?
Who else did I say? Honestly, there's too much to name. I think now I just want my brothers to flourish with me. I mean, my peers, I'm still connecting with a lot of my peers, and they're showing a lot of love recently, and I'm just getting it, and they know who they are. But my dudes, like, I want to see Richie, my dude Raspy. I want to see Snacks. I want to see Black. I want to see Lex. I want to see Che Uno. I want to see Falcon Outlaw. And you're going to listen to this back, and you're going to remember some of these names later.
I definitely heard of Falcon Outlaw.
I want to say Daniel Son. I want to see all these brothers continue to flourish with me. And let's just do something remarkable for Toronto. I might have missed Raj Fresco. I missed a few, and I might miss a few more. It
happens, but it's no shade, no tea. We're just in the moment speaking.
We are going to put the right energy with Toronto. And you like that Griselda shit? You like that raw shit?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. All that shit?
I'm ready.
You got those guys here right now ready to kill everything.
I believe you. I'm just happy that niggas is finally knowing how to package your shit, put it together, so that niggas can receive it the way we're supposed to receive it. So I'm not getting a headache by the time I gotta look for the shit. And I'm just like, fuck it, I don't even want to listen to this shit.
I don't even want to listen to it.
See what I'm saying?
Right. We understand.
Correct. That's all we want.
We understand now. We understand the American way of things. And that kind of comes with the social media. I mean, I felt I always got it. That was a cheat code. My sister's from that side. Like, that's always been a cheat code for me, just on maybe just my presence, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. But I always just been in tune, you know, even before
I'm with you. I get what you're saying. Like,
yeah, and I think now
it's okay to say you feel like a god, Asun.
Yo.
It's okay to say
You're putting the battery in my back now. You're putting the battery in my back.
King. We're black people. We're royal. It's okay to say it.
Let's go.
I'm
royalty.
Here.
It is royalty. I'm with you. Yo, you're my tribe. Absolutely.
All right.
So I say that to say that we got people here that know what they're doing, and we're making the connections. And we got equity. We got monopoly. We got money. I don't ever see me sign into nobody. I'll partner with someone, but I'm definitely going to continue. Nothing's stopping me from doing this. No one can stop me. I have everything I need. I'm going to do it forever. So what are you going to do? Say no. Either the only thing that's going to stop me if the fans say, nah, I don't want this anymore. Okay. That's not happening, though, because we're just getting better. That kingship is turned to godship. You're going to make me talk my shit. You got me in my bag right now.
Yo! We're here. We're here. Like, listen.
It's time. It's time.
Beginning of the interview, I said, yo, when I finally get to talk to my people from Toronto, we say Toronto influence. I don't take advantage of these moments. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm super excited to see what you have in store. You gave me that little teaser, and you feel like I'm not listening. I'm listening.
No, you are.
And
I could tell.
I'm super amped because literally, even way back when, around 2017, we used to do downtown. We used to put out mixes on Mixcloud because we got stuff cooking. We're coming, but back then I put out mixes before this whole playlist thing came about because I love music, all that shit, and we got mixes with the whole Wu on there, Sean P, all them niggas. So I'm excited to hear what you.
It's time. Hey, it's time. You got my friendship and loyalty now. So you know you can hit me up. We can collaborate. We could do some shit.
Thank you. I really do respect that, and I don't take that lightly.
And you are doing your shit. Hit me up. And you're serious. I'm not talking about numbers. And you're serious about your craft. You're serious about your craft. Hit me up. I'm working with you. That's easy.
That's how we're coming.
Peace to J-Law too. I saw J-Law comment a few times. Modern Vintage, very fucking dope brand in Toronto. Good dude, Finch Dread. I see you, G. Peace, God. I see you out here. I see Snacks. I see all these people out here. The love is dope. I'm seeing people in California. I see people in New Orleans. My dude, OGB Ben. I don't know if you Smokehouse. That's Connecticut. I sent your shit today, Lord. I see you, Ford. I see you. That's downtown. I know that you're part of this game too. I see you. And boom, let's win, man.
Don't
let's
fuck
do
around
it.
and give me a downtown mixtape.
Let's go. Get me one. I'm ready. We'll exchange. I got some. We'll do some exchanges.
Well, definitely. This is definitely not the last conversation we're gonna have. Whether you want to talk to me or not, you got
not at all. No, I'm coming back, and it's gonna get bigger, and we're gonna have another one, even a bigger one. Let's go.
We're here. You got family in downtown.
Absolutely.
Don't waste no time with negativity. A standard question that we do ask, and I will ask you. You know, obviously the conversation has been flowing. So, what is the situation where it was definitely negative? No questions asked about it, but somehow, some way, you found you might have even surprised yourself, and you chose not to waste any time with negativity. And it doesn't have to be specific.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm not black.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say something so reckless, but it just made me laugh. It made me laugh. That's why. I'm not going to say it because it's too bad. But, yo, you know what? They said, fuck me. I said, fuck you even better. That's it. That's it.
I'm letting it clear. I'm letting the air. I'm letting the smoke clear.
That's it. That's it.
The smoke clear.
That's it. That's
all right. We leave it at that.
All right.
We leave it at that.
Not Vlad. Facts.
Facts. We leave it at that.
Let's go.
Another simple question that we do have here, a saying that I love to say is eat fruit, mind your business. I
see that hashtag. I like that word.
Thank you. For my queens, you know, it's great for us just in general. That's why I love the video you had the other day. You were eating the tangerine. I was like, yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I stay on my
That's what it's about. The alkaline water. That's what it's about.
I got coconut right now. Alkaline stays in stock. Mandatory.
That's what it's about, you know? But when it comes to when we say eat fruit, mind your business, I have the 4 elements. We got earth, air, fire, and water. Which element do you resonate with the most, or you feel like represents you the most, and why?
Agua. It's water. Because the flow is always going with, and I'm so beastly, I'll go against it too and still win. So water makes up 70% of our body, and we can't live without it. Water makes up 70% of the earth. We cannot live without it. It cannot grow without it. It has oxygen and nitrogen, positive, negatives. Water. That's what it is, baby. Water.
That's cheese, nigga.
That's cheese, nigga. I fuck with it. Let's go.
Let's go. I'll behave myself. A lot of people I know.
That's
because, you know, I'm very as I said, I run this company, so not a lot of people know me, know my personality. So when they see this, they're like, "Who is this girl?"
But
honestly,
natural.
I'm a silly person. I'm super chill.
What are you born? What's your birthday, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a Libra.
October.
September. Borderline.
September one.
September 29th.
I like the ones that barely get it with the space. I like those ones better.
I'm not too close to the Scorpio.
Yeah.
I'm right.
You're right there. I like that. My sister's a Libra.
We rock the Pisces. Some of my best friends in life are Pisces.
Yeah, my sister's a Libra.
But romantically?
Nah. Can't go on, no? Can't go on. Yeah, I got my Taurus. She's the bull. I got Earth over there, so that's cool.
I love, because I know she's a true queen, because you are repping your queen, and I love that. Absolutely. And I'm excited to see more kings do that. We need to normalize that. It's important.
No shame in that. And you know what's real? What a woman has taught me is that, yo, a woman can be loyal beyond belief, and these niggas can't even be loyal to their barbers. So it's like, yo, a woman's gonna go get it. She's gonna get the bread no matter what. So I'm good, man.
She's gonna do the job she doesn't want to do. She's gonna work somewhere she doesn't want to work,
just to make it happen. Just to make it happen. Yep. Strong. Y'all are strong.
I fucks with it. Now, when it comes to, this is a random question, but your artwork on your body, Is that something that you would say with each situation is something that a long time something happens and that's where that comes? Is it, or are you like, I know everyone has their own reasons, so I'm just curious because I know you're filled.
Yeah, I haven't had a tattoo for fucking maybe like 10 years. So like, yeah, in my early life, it was actually, yeah, I have had one. I had one tattoo. I did a nip one. I forgot that, but it faded so much. But yeah, I haven't had, besides that, because I got that with my wife, it's just like the marathon continues type of shit. Yeah. But before that, I haven't had a tattoo for a long time. Everyone has really a lot of meaning and a lot of bullshit. Like, I have a lot of bullshit. When I say bullshit, like some low energy, low statements, like some crazy shit. But it just, when I reflect on it, just what I live.
At that moment in life,
it's part of my history. So it shows me where I was going and how fortunate I am to be moving still. Like, how much energy I truly have that even the shit here can't bring me down, can't end me. So it's like, yeah, I'm proud of it at the end of the day. But I will say this. If I woke up tomorrow and not a tattoo was on my body, I wouldn't really care, because that doesn't define me. You know, in the eras now, I think tattoos is just a glamour thing. Back then, like, I got my hands tatted when I was like 17 or 18, and that was crazy. I got them done early, like maybe my third tattoo. Like, that was crazy for the time. Like, I already said, yo, this is what you're making. This is what you're choosing, a path you're choosing, because what I was living was wild. But yeah, so
you go through life. There's no way you can make a body of work the way you're doing and not have gone through things in life. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, I remember a couple of interviews back, I was speaking with someone and I'm like, you know, we ask, when we pray, we ask God for things, you know? We ask God for strength. We ask God to teach us love. We ask God to help us to be wealthy. But what we don't understand sometimes with that lesson is he has to teach us the reverse of that, so that we'll understand what it is once it's time for us to receive it. So you're gonna have to understand.
Give yourself some horns, man. Bars for that. Bars. Yes. You know what? You know what I started doing? What changed a lot? I thank God when I drink water. Like, wow, yo, thank you.
Your skin shows it. You look great.
Vitamin
Queen,
E.
respectively,
thank you.
Queen.
Thank you.
I respect you. Okay? I love you. Okay?
Thank you.
You look great. I can tell. Yeah. As one skin connoisseur to another.
Yeah, you're eating fruit like crazy. I can tell too.
I
know.
You feel different.
I feel amazing. And that's it. When it's here, when it's inside, pause. When what you do is what you do because it feels good, nothing can stop you at all. And that, knowing that, is like, it's just me and God, baby. Like, it's just me and God. So that's the first place. And then the second place, my family and my wife and all that type of stuff. And they're better because that's what I know. I'm better. I'm at my best. Now we can be the best that we can be.
Yes.
So it's like, yo, the win is going to come no matter what. I'm just going to fulfill what I'm supposed to do until, pause again. I'm going to fulfill what I'm supposed to do until I'm no longer anymore. And then my energy is going to carry on. And I'm going to go into something else that's going to fulfill something else. Pause again. For the niggas watching the pauses. I see y'all. Pause that.
I love it. It wouldn't be Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. Would be.
I love it.
J-La.
Now, another one of my favorite tracks from you. I think I played this one at the beginning, but, you know, people are in and out. I just want to let this rock for like a quick 2 minutes. I know you know, and I want to ask you about the inspiration for this track right here.
Okay.
Toronto Summers.
My God, what sample is this?
Beautiful. I'll send you the song. Jeez. It's amazing.
It just sounds like silk.
It's beautiful. Yeah, Olivia. The song's called Olivia.
Gorgeous.
My dude Wisdom just sent me this gem in the summer of last year, the summer that we just went through. And I heard it, and I was like, yo, this is going to be a video, and we're going to drop this. Like, as soon as I did it, called my dude Mercenary. I said, yo, we glow in the glamorous life of winners, and that's who we are. And this is my jig on the boat moment. I'm going to get the boat. I'm going to pull the Porsche out. I'm going to get the aesthetic that's right. I'm going to call my dad. My dad's in the video. My dad's
I seen him. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah. Get all the aesthetics right. Like, I literally called Burberry like the day before because we planned it so fast. Like, oh, yo, you guys have umbrellas? The girl, shout out Vanessa. She's a plug now. She got the Burberry umbrella in like 12 hours. Put that in the video. Yeah. I was just put it all together. I'm inspired. I'm just ready to go, man. That's it. It felt right. I need that Toronto summers. I need to say something for Toronto. It just felt right. I wanted to show.
I can't like
dirty aesthetic.
I've been to lots of like places, you know. Shout out to my dad. He's always lived in the States. And, you know, I spent a lot of summers there. My mom would always send me for a month to Jamaica, you know, once that month in America was done, you know. Yeah. And
same with me.
Nothing compares to summers in the city.
Absolutely.
Like, not just Caravana.
Absolutely.
But just the whole
thing.
The whole
we know this. If Toronto, we always say this as Torontonians. If we had LA weather here, we'd be the best city. 100%. We'd be the best city. The best. I feel like
the rate would go stupid up.
Oh, it would be so stupid. It might be LA actually though. It might be like that bad and that good. It would be that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that shit. I love Toronto. I will come here forever.
I will. Fucked up as it is to stay. Like,
I will live in Belize for the cold and say, yo, summer in Toronto. I'm back here every 4 months for 4 months. I don't care. Every year. That's a plan, really.
What is one? It doesn't have to be a specific memory, but it could be like a place or a food maybe that really reminds you or gives you that Toronto summer vibe.
The green box.
For me, it's Kensington Market.
Kensington Market?
Yeah.
For me, it's the green box. Sitting on the green electrical box with bikes and a bunch of niggas and not doing anything good with our lives. Drinking a 40 maybe. When I was too young to drink 40s, watch the older niggas drinking 40s and sitting at the green. All the fucking miscalculations and debauchery started at the green box. All the mischievousness, all the bullshit that we got into started at the green box.
The green box. I feel you. Shout out to the green box.
Let's go.
Wow, like this conversation is so amazing, and if you let me get away with it, I will talk to you forever. So I wanna get things a little bit fun. Now, if you look on my personal page, you see that I love food. Food is like life to me. You know, I'm gonna work on working out where you're at, but in the meantime, you know, it's the food. You see what I'm saying?
Food is necessity.
I want to know, what did you eat today?
What I eat today? I ate, because I went to see Fury. So I started my day with like I started with a green apple. Then I did my workout, had my avocado and egg whites with chopped up green peppers, red peppers, and red onions. And then I went, handled business, had a chicken roti, and then...
Bone in or bone out?
Bone out. I would normally choose bone in, but it wasn't chosen. Pause. It wasn't chosen for me, right? Yeah. And then I came home, and the wife made curry chicken with cauliflower rice and like steamed broccoli and all veggies like cucumber and zucchini and all types of shit. Not cucumber, zucchini, all types of shit. Steamed veggies. So yeah, I've been eating good. Today was a good day. Yeah.
Mercenary said you stopped hitting the Chinese spot with them.
Oh, I know. I did. Yo, the Chinese spot was hidden. But that MSG, man, that's why you keep going. That MSG has you locked in. But it do taste right, though, that crispy noodle.
Ooh. Ooh, love me some black bean lobster. Let's get it.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Lobster. I was still eating lobster all day, though. Yeah.
Right?
Well, it was
Go.
Kanji Queen. We used to go to Kanji Queen over by Don Mills. Yeah.
What about Perfects? Do you fuck with Perfects?
Perfects is cool. Perfects used to be fire. Perfects is dope because when shit was open, it's 24 hours, right?
It's not the same. Well, obviously not now.
Yeah, Scarborough, that's like a spot where you just go and fuck shit up anytime. Lobster.
For sure.
Fire.
So many memories at these conchas, all the Asian spots. Right? So some fun questions that I do ask. Do you know the game Would You Rather?
I think so. What? Explain it again.
So you get two options, and you would have to choose one of the options.
Okay.
So either or.
Don't set me up with like something like a tranny, and don't give me nothing like crazy like that because I'm not answering.
I'm not glad.
Gun. Talk that shit. Let's go.
Okay, so let's start off with this one, right? Would you rather you get a deposit of $500 million once, okay, or you would have cured world hunger and you are known for it? Which would you rather?
Okay, hold up. I'm a person of intricacies, okay?
Let's go.
For me to cure world hunger, would I need a sufficient amount of money? That could possibly mean that I have $500 billion.
Well, here's the thing. The 500 is $500 million. Right?
Or I'm known for curing world hunger.
You cured it and you were known for curing it.
And that doesn't even say nothing about my bank account because my bank account has to be heavy.
Nothing. So it's either the 500 M's once deposit, or you already did the deed and you're known for it. Everyone's like, yo, I'm not hungry today. That's because I ate.
Let them niggas start. No, I'm playing. Yo, I cure world hunger because I'm gonna get it anyway. I'm gonna have 500 million anyway. So let's cure the world hunger. Maybe I got this special like an injection. Like, yo, boop, there you're cured. Boop, there you go. You're full for life. You don't have to eat again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. Let's cure world hunger, man.
Thanks. And I do agree with that answer because I feel like wherever you go in life, if you're known for curing world hunger, you're blessed everywhere you go.
Yeah. My man said to cure world hunger is less than 500 M's. If that's a fact, really?
I believe that.
Well, I'm gonna cure world hunger in my lifetime. Let's do that. That's a goal.
Yo, let's do it. Let's do it. I have there's so many things that, I want to do in life, and God will bless the genuine-hearted people.
Exactly. Let's go.
One way or another. So next question is, would you rather have the power to be invisible or have telekinesis?
Oh, that shit.
Telekinesis. That's the one where you can move objects by like Matilda.
Move objects.
With your eyes.
Read minds. I don't want to read minds. Okay. Be invisible I'm not a pervert or nothing. I think I'd rather move shit with my brain because that shit is more powerful. Like if I had some pervert fucking ideals, maybe being invisible is fire. Or maybe I can go over the border. I can do everything that I can do everything being seen anyway. Give me the move shit. Let me move some shit. Yeah.
If you could have any superpower, if you could choose any superpower,
I'm flying.
Why? Where are you flying to first?
Belize, right away.
You're gonna use all your human strength. When you get nigga, I'm flying up to the top of the CN Tower. No, I'm not paying.
Have you heard Have you heard the story of Icarus?
No, educate me. I love this.
Educate you. Okay, so the story of Icarus. If you don't
mind, I love this shit, but if you don't mind.
This is the story of Icarus. So Icarus' father, Icarus wanted to fly bad, right? And Icarus' father gave him wings made out of wax, right? Yeah. And his father said, just don't go close to the sun because we're not supposed to know what's out there. If you do, it's gonna be bad for you. And he's like, what? Asking questions. He's like, don't ask no questions. Just don't fly too high. Just enjoy your flying. Yeah. And he's feeling himself. He's flying everywhere, loving it. You know what I mean? Just everywhere, like, yeah. And because that became so regular, he's like, fuck it, let me go up there. Jeez. And his wings melted, and he fell on his face and died, right? So, boom. That's why everything that has a superpower also has a super flaw. So we have to use our powers within what they're supposed to do. See, you already said, I'm going all the way out there. I'm cool with what I know. Give me the world. Let me just check the world. And that's what happened to Icarus. It just reminded me of Icarus right away.
Facts. Shout out to Killer in the building. Facts.
Yeah.
No, I'm just soaking it in. Sorry. When I get quiet, I'm just like, my mind is just, I'm like soaking in what I just learned. That's dope. How do I, what is the name again? Icarus?
Icarus. I-C-A-R-U-S.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna go on a YouTube.
I read it in Malcolm X's autobiography. He explains the story.
Dope.
It's very dope. It hit me. That's one that stuck with me.
Do you like to read?
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna say that I'm the biggest reader, but when I catch my groove, I need to know, I go in. But like, I need to take my breaks too, because for me, once I read the right thing, I'm passionate. So as soon as I read that, now I'm gonna like activate that, whatever I took in, you know?
Into the world.
And then as I grow with that, then I get shown other things, and I take my time and I make sure I read it, you know? Right. Like, I don't just want to, if it's interesting, I just, oh my gosh, let me read that chapter again one more time. Like, I'm that type of person. So my volume in books might not be compared to real readers, but like what I've read is substantial and it's helped me a lot.
Is it okay if we ask that question? What is a book that you possibly recommend? It doesn't have to be for anything specific. Maybe something that got you through a hard time or helped you develop a business idea.
Napoleon Hill, Think Rich. I would say, I don't even want to give that. That one's cliche. I would say Machiavelli, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. A lot of people has read that one though. Think and Grow Rich. That's a good one for like business. I think as a black man, the autobiography of Malcolm X is a huge read. Also, Message to the Black Man. Message to the Black Man is a big read. That's by Elijah Muhammad. Also, Machiavelli. Machiavelli is it's like a small book, but just like if you're into politics, that's a good book for politics.
The whole world is politics.
Napoleon Hill has another good book, a mastermind book. That's like it's a lot of lessons. That one's a little bit more intricate. What else? Oh, here's one I'm reading right now, actually. Let me get it for you right quick.
Thank you.
This one right here. I'm about a quarter in. Ta-Nehisi Coates, Between the World and Me. This is a dope book. Very dope book so far, thus far. And it's along the lines of like, you know, it's about black people, like our fight, our struggle, you know what I mean? And this is a very, 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 very dope book so far. I read half of it. I actually originally read half of it like a few years ago, and now I'm back in it, you know? So, yeah.
That's how I read too.
The Prince, the Man, the Prince, Machiavelli, the Prince. You see that comment? That's the one I'm talking about right there. I read that probably like 4 times now. But like those ones are good for your stages, like the stage you're in. There's times where it's too young for it. Yeah. But 50 Laws of Power is another good one. I haven't got fully into that one actually. That's been sitting on my shelf. I will get there. 40 Laws of Power.
If you haven't read that, I feel like when you read that, niggas ain't ready for you.
See, this is the thing. That book, because 48 Laws of Power was really manipulation is very easy, right? And for someone that has wits, and a book like that sometimes can make you question the possibility of what you can get away with. And I'm fine with the powers I have. And sometimes
Mm.
knowing too much of something is also dangerous, because I've seen people like that made them more dangerous than it was good. And not to say that would do that to me, but like, I think I'd see through people easier, that I kind of want to learn the lesson with my own intuition. You understand? It's hard to explain, but I'm going to get to that, but I know when the time is right for that one, for me personally.
That's no, I respect that. I respect that. So you said, I know you said you have a lot in the chamber coming, and the rollout is prepped, and you are coming. You are here. I feel like you've arrived.
Stop.
But you said you're coming. Thank you for those great recommendations. Like,
for sure, I'm seeing those too. I'm reading them too. And
definitely, definitely. I know.
I heard about this, a primer for the looking glass. Someone recommended that to me too.
I heard that one as well.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I really love this conversation.
Yeah,
like,
dope.
You see what I'm saying? Like, certain artists, like the energy that you need your whole ecosystem.
You draw this energy
in that way.
Everyone can learn from everyone. Like you're creating this energy as well. So it's very dope. Very dope.
So you mentioned Bitcoin. I know that's been going on. Is that something that you're into?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, but I don't know shit, you know, when it comes to this type of shit. To me, it's all a game to me, right? I'm in the stocks more than I am with the Bitcoin. More into the stocks.
Okay.
I play it like roulette though. Like, to me, the money doesn't count until it's in my hand. So people will say, yo, I made 100 grand last year, but how much did you actually like take out of your stock? Right? Yeah. So I play the game where let's take it out and use it. So I play the game for goals, like, because buying property to me is something that I always have. So I play the game for goals. I don't play it for like to stay in it, and I'm not really playing the long-term game. I'm kind of more playing it short-term. I have the conspiracy facts in me that like, it's like, yo, what if they shut down the whole internet? Because they got us all in need right now. What if they just shut it down? Yeah. Like, what the fuck happens then? And I mean, money doesn't even matter at that point, but what does matter is commodities. So to be honest, you're going to have food. You're going to be able to cultivate food. You're going to need weapons. You're going to need everything that has to have value that can help you survive. So with that, with investments like that, I take them out when they reach to a point where I feel it's matured to where I want it. And then I buy the commodity I'm after, and then I play the game with the money I already started with. And boom, I just want to build land, man. Honestly, like I have Belize as my opportunity. Right. Canadians that are born here, they make cottages. They got that. My cottage is in Belize, and I have land in my name over there, and that's what matters to me. So build that up. What scared me though was this COVID shit. I always said, yo, if this ever shut down, I'm gonna fucking just go to Belize. And I realized that they shut this shit down. They could have really said, no one's leaving here, nigga. Yeah. So that really fucked me up. So that made me realize my plan has to be way ahead of the scheduled time. So I can go there and be there when the shit is just fucking up out here. So, I mean, and you could drive to Belize. My dad's driven to Belize. So.
What?
Oh, yeah, many times.
From like Toronto?
From Toronto to in a Volkswagen Jetta when I was like 8 years old, and my sister is 4 or 5, drove to Belize.
How many hours?
7 days.
I've driven to Atlanta before. It's 18 hours.
7 days.
Jeez.
With kids, but he'll do it with like 3 days. Yeah, I go to Jacksonville a lot as a kid. That was like 24 hours. Jeez. Yeah.
Jeez. But honestly, road trips are some of my most memorable moments as a child in life. So. Yeah,
right. Central America, you stay on land. That's fact, because it's right down, straight. Mexico I remember that being kind of scary just because everything's crooked. You know what I mean? Like, you have to speak the language too. It's not like everyone could drive. My dad could speak Spanish, right? So
exactly.
He can get by, right? So it's
because people will stop you on your way. Yeah,
checkpoint. Why are you out here? Why are you doing? And I just remember being like driving around mountains, and the shit is like mad skinny, and then like wanted posters everywhere, like a Wild West movie. Like, yo, what the hell's happening? Yeah.
That almost sounds like when you're driving to the reserves.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally how they run their.
A vibe like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Like,
indeed.
wow. That is amazing. So
Yeah.
I want to know from you, I know we spoke about a lot. You've given a lot of fruit tonight, which I do not take for granted.
Thank
You're a
you.
very smart man.
Thank you.
Is there anything, I like to give my guests the opportunity where if there's anything that you want to get off your chest, anything that you did not get to say, or you feel like I missed, was there anything that you wanted to bring up, discuss, or just get off your chest? It's your time. Talk your shit.
Talk my shit. Let me talk my shit. You know what? I'm just here to spread some love and just give some energy. And I thank you for calling me a smart man, but there's a lot of things for me to learn still. I'm still learning.
Definitely, but that's what
rough.
Makes us smart when you know
flawed. Right. I'm still flawed, and just yo, go here. And I'm an outlet. Like, you know, I'm still coming up in this thing. I'm still making networks and meeting new people, and you know, I come with courtesy and I come with humility, but also my time is valuable and I'm not a pushover. So if you do have something that you want to talk about, because I get solicited a lot. My DMs are very much solicited. And it's hard. It's a hard balance right now not to answer an answer because I might be missing an opportunity, right?
I get it. I get it.
Right. And just don't waste my time because that first impression could be the wrong impression. And that's it. So yeah, I'm out here. I'm just here for Toronto. It's a Toronto thing. Let's go.
What is it? I know you have a lot of tracks that, you know, are your tracks, and those are things that you don't have a personal favorite. But I'll give everyone one more before we leave out tonight.
Okay. Let's go.
And I feel like it's a great theme. It's another standout track for me off of your most recent project, and everyone should go stream it. Prophecy is my present. Pimp. Right? And that is in collaboration with the Twinning production.
They're out of Philadelphia. Shout out to Twinning.
Shout outs to Philly. Little videos from Philly. Shout outs to Philly.
Yep.
We were fully heavy this week. So here's my track. I don't even tell you what track I'm playing because you should.
Okay, I'm curious.
It costs a lot to get it
on your own.
It costs a lot to get it on your own.
It costs a lot to get it on your own. Do your business, spread it to your folks. We were kids, now we get it when you grow. Talking on the phone.
Chips in the sand. They only have one.
The other's random.
They got a street of project.
Let them know. I'm talking my shit, man. I'm giving game constantly. Peace to Rob. I see you rap seminar. He's a dope person too. And Big Killer, I see you, man. And pay the federales. My dad had to pay them to get his passport back. You're right. You be knowing. You be knowing. Yeah. Let's go.
Cheers. Shout outs to all you guys. Honestly, I really appreciate the love. I love your energy, Asun.
Thank you.
Now I can go back and listen to your music again and enjoy it even more. It's always great when everything, you know, is one. Like
you got to do this again too.
I'm excited to see your journey. Just witnessing you win. Do not be a stranger. Send over the new products. You got love always here at downtown.
Plug me in the DM, plug me mailing address, and I got a care pack for you.
Thank you. And so I need sizes. We'll exchange.
We will.
So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. This has been Downtown with Asun Eastwood. Don't waste no time with negativity. Tonight, we definitely were eating fruit, minding our business.
Minding our fucking business.
He let me talk my shit.
Talk her shit.
And that's cheese, nigga.
Cheese, nigga. Fondue, nigga.
Fondue, nigga.
Get that shit.
Let everyone know where they can follow you, where they can hit you up. I know you kind of mentioned it, but let's officially let everyone know.
I will. Asun Eastwood on every platform. That simple. And then AsunEastwood.com. So Asun like the sun in the sky, ASUN. Eastwood like Clint, cowboy style.com. is where you get anything, all information, any product that I have that's available, and any place except for TikTok, and I'm on Clubhouse too, actually, but I hate that shit. But yeah, I mean, it's a love hate. I just don't have time for it. That's why I hate it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have another staple question I did not ask you, and Broadway Benson. I can't escape it. Like, if it's okay, I'll ask you this last question, and then we're out. It's another would you rather. It's silly, but I do ask every guest on the show. All right, Asun. First, before I start this question, I need you to hold your 4s up. Make a 4. All right. Would you rather cut off both of your thumbs, all right, or a baby's foot?
Any baby?
You do not know the baby.
Yo, a baby foot, man. Soft thing. I've done worse. No, they don't even know they need the foot. They don't even know. Come on, that's light work, baby.
Listen, 98%, because now you've given it back to flow. 98%, including myself. I said, chop off the baby foot. Chop it off.
Every time. Every fucking time.
But I do have a mild 3% out there, 2% that says save that baby's foot. Y'all all right. All right.
Those are the people that are like fake saving the world and shit. They're lying. Let them feel they haven't felt shit yet. When they feel the real pressure, like, they're behind their back, they'll cut that shit off. They lie.
And just so that Peter, whoever the groups are, don't come for me, when I say that, I do not mean it in the literal sense.
Yeah, she's good. You're good. You're good.
Listen.
She played the game. She knows.
Listen.
You gotta get sponsors out here and shit. I know. Be smart. Absolutely.
Listen. But this has been so exciting. Definitely cannot. I look forward to everything. This will not be the last time we speak. We definitely probably need one, like, every time there's a drop. Absolutely. Every time there's a drop. Like, if that.
Let's do it. I'm with it. Say less.
Shout out to your team. Shout out to your fan base.
Shout out the tribe. Shout out
the whole tribe. You guys are really doing a great thing and representing Black Kings from Toronto in a great light. So don't stop. Continue, Kings. Peace. And I want to thank you everyone for joining us. Peace. And that is it for tonight. We gotta let
peace and love.
Asun get to his wifey.
Peace to everyone, all the gods, all the earths, everybody. All love, baby. Let's win. Let's win as a community. Let's go. Okay? Keep growing. It's all love over here. Keep growing. Keep doing your thing. Let's go.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night, folks. Peace.